The first time I gained admission in the university, I just wanted to get started. I was determined to be a graduate one day. I was never prepared financially. I was able to pay my school fees and other necessary registration fees. All this was possible with the money we got from selling our father's car. My father got the car for 500,000 when he was alive. And we sold it for 250,000 in less than a year. This is something that I've never been proud to see. I wish I could turn back the hands of time. After I was able to pay my school fees and other necessary registration fees, I was able to start up a business with the remaining money with I just wanted to satisfy a need. So I looked for the needs of students and satisfied it at that time. I was shy at first to start this business. But I later summoned the courage and told myself that shame would never put food on my table. At first, I faced rejection from family and friends around me. Nobody wanted to be seen around me because of the kind of business I was doing at that time. Before I even started the business, I met somebody who had a provision store around the student area. He educated me about the profits in this business. I didn't have enough capital, but I just wanted to start with all I had. The first thing I needed to do was to get a plastic rubber. At that time, that plastic rubber was around 600 to 700. You know those transparent rubber that they sell? The next step I took was going to a wholesale shop. I had informed the Igbo man about my business. I pleaded with him to be selling for me at wholesale prices. Thank God he accepted, and I started my business. The Department of Mass Communication and Law used to be one of the stressful departments. We usually have our lectures from 7 a.m. to 4. There are times we'll be in school by 5 to 6 p.m. The little break period you have most times is not enough for students to go out and buy food to eat. So I thought of starting biscuit business. I was selling different types of biscuits. I added sweet and chewing gum to it. Back then in my department, some of our lecturers will never announce having tests with us. So we usually have impromptu tests. The next thing you hear is tear a sheet of paper and write your matric number. So I thought of selling foolscap sheet at that time. I would buy 80 live long notes. At that time it was sold for 250 naira. So I end up selling each sheet for 20 naira. Pen is one thing students can never do without. And I realized that there was more profit in selling so pen. I added pen to my business. This is not to brag. There has never been a time when I was in school that I would call somebody to say I need money to buy textbooks. I bought all my textbooks and handouts by myself. God forbid I will ever attribute all my success to myself. People saw the hard work I put through and they supported me. They all supported me not because I asked them, but because they saw the hard work I put through. That time if you give me 5 naira, I feel like I don't worship and you. That's because I know how hard it is to make money. All through first semester 100 level, I will carry my biscuits from my lodge down to school. I used to stay around Stadium Road. And you know the distance between Stadium Road and the Faculty of Social Sciences. They no bomb me where make I enter bike even if I'll be struggling with carrying my books, my bag and biscuit at the same time to class. We were never permitted to say in class at that time. I only bring out my biscuits when the lecturers are not in class. Once I see any lecturer coming to class, I'll just hide when the lectures is going on like this. Sometimes I'll even write a note and pass it around my course. I used to love sitting at the front seat, but I discovered that there was more seats at back. So I started sitting at the back because of my business. You see all those students that used to sit at the front, they are always serious-minded. I noticed that people that sit at the back are always able to balance their studies and their social life. They will patronize me and sometimes even tip me. After 100 level second semester, then came 200 level with so many unforeseen circumstances.